So we said, who's the second most wealthy player in the NBA? Who would you think it was?
Second.
Yeah.
I would say Kevin Durant.
There you go. That makes sense, right? He's got a production company. He A&R some records. He's making $1 gazillion a year playing basketball. So, like, I tell you who probably wouldn't be in your top 5? Russell Westbrook. And he is.
Wow.
He's the second richest active NBA player. He's worth $375 million right now. Dang. And he's only making $8 million a year from playing basketball.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that.
No. But you know, he owned a production company that made Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, or the Bel-Air remake.
Oh, the series.
That was him that made that.
Oh, dang.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So no wonder.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure they're going to come back for a third season.
Oh, absolutely. That show was great.
Yeah. I loved it.
Yeah.
Or no, are they on season 4 now?
I think 3.
I think you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Dang,
I just binged it last summer, so.
Yeah. And then he was also like the face of True Religion for a few years. I think he still is. So he revamped that.
Dang.
I mean.
So we weren't about teams he hopping on. He in the background. Yeah. He don't care about
that. I could retire right now.
Yeah.
Wow,
but that's cool because it just goes to show that, like, contrary to popular belief, they're not all out here like spending money or frivolously spending money. Because I feel like a lot of times we look at these players, whether it be NBA or baseball or basketball or
famous
football.
People with money. Period.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it just not everybody is an Adam Sandler or a J. Cole.
Yeah, right.
And I feel like maybe he's found a balance.
True.
So
I think he's done a great job. Like, I don't remember him ever being in the news for nothing unbasketball related.
Yeah, he ain't out here choking nobody. He ain't out here with no
side chicks, no side pregnants. No, he been married to that one girl the whole time.
But you know what, though? That's the epitome of, I'm just here to make money and go home. And I mean, really and truly, that's what you should be doing. So he's got a good formula. Maybe Joe Smith should go talk to him.
Yeah. And that also shows, like, NBA players, like, you don't always have to make the biggest salary to have the most money.
Oh, yeah.
He took that big pay cut, and he's more valuable than 99% of the league. Now, granted, he made the money when he was supposed to, but he also turned it into something different and did what he was supposed to do. You can't tell me James Harden shouldn't be the number 2 most valuable.
Yeah. It seems like he might have a lot of
Steph Curry
people behind him.
Yeah,
correct.
I was going to say that, Steph Curry.
Curry with the Under Armour deal?
Yeah. He should be doing a lot more.
Yeah, he's dumping all that money into Aisha's failed ventures.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of times, like, unfortunately, and I love Steph, but, it's obvious that people have taken their money and done what they wanted to with it, and he's just one of those people that's thriving. Because, Steph should definitely be up there.
Steph should be number 2.
But I feel like he's kind of without basketball. Like, basketball, he's good, but, you don't see him as much as you were seeing him 4 or 5 years ago when the kids were smaller and the focus was on Aisha.
Yeah.
He washed.
No, that's cap. That's cap. Don't do that to Steph.
In the public eye.
He just won a championship 2 years ago.
I mean, so it's levels. Like,
and he's been on he's on mad commercials right now. You can see him and Candace Parker on these commercials.
Subway.
Okay, so Subway, State Farm,
which we've talked about. Nobody eats there anymore.
They don't, and they give all their money to Steph. But he's on the Subway commercials. He's on the State Farm commercials. He's doing those other commercials with Candace Parker. He's got a deal with Kia. He's got endorsements with Under Armour. Like, that dude do a lot.
And you still can't get to Westbrook's level.
I don't know what Westbrook doing besides the things I just named. But
dancing on the sideline.
Yeah.
Courtside.
Which I love.
Courtside, oh yeah.
Right, I love watching it, yeah.
Yeah.
Even the interviews in the locker room, what? That's a classic one. What?
And don't mistake it either. Like, I ain't doing this. Like, just because you ain't the best doesn't mean you're not wildly successful. So, like, just because he's not Westbrook, like, a dude being worth $375 million is an abnormality. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, everybody can't go to every party.
Yeah.
That's a party everybody can't go to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If they was judging me by that, I'd be a abstract failure. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Me and you both.
Yeah. $375 mil? Jeez. I'd be happy with $3 mil.
I'd be happy with 300,000.
You're right. You know how happy I'd be to have $3 million? You know my ego would go with $3 million? I'd be terrible. Actually, I wouldn't, because I'd be relaxed at that point.
Yeah.
We'd be able to go to some parties.
Yeah. Better go to where?
Some parties we'll be able to go to.
Yeah, definitely.
Just don't spend too much.
Yeah.
It's only 3.
Yeah, right. Be out there hanging out with like somebody famous and you trying to splurge too hard. And they're like, hey, bro.
Smoking on a Cuban cigar that you never smoked.
Come on.
Pump your brakes.
Right now, Lamborghinis. Come on, man.
Hey, that money will fly.
Mm.
You do that.
You'll see me at all the Diddy parties. I'm joking.
Oh.
I'm joking.
Oh, pause.
Let me back this thing up, man. All right. So, all right. So there's not a lot of people who are like disliking the media, right? Most people in the media, I see what they do. I know the angle that they're trying to take. I know the purpose that they serve on the show. So when they do what they do, like a Skip Bayless, right? Polarizing figure like Skip Bayless. Everybody hates Skip Bayless, right? I don't hate Skip Bayless because I understand his purpose on the show. Like, he is clickbaity headline guy. That's his job. Mm-hmm. So I never get mad at him for doing his job. But there is one guy who just gets under my skin. And I was so glad they fired him at FS1. And I usually don't do this, especially not to black people, man. But damn, Jason Whitlock. That fucker was annoying. All right. A few weeks ago, Stephen A. Smith was telling his story of how he got his scholarship to Winston-Salem State. You ever heard the story?
Mm-mm.
All right, so I'll tell you. So Stephen A. Smith said he walked on at Winston-Salem State. He was going there to hoop, and he got in the game. He was scrimmaging with other people who were at Winston-Salem State, and he was doing a lot of passing, just passing the ball, or whatever. And the coach said, "Hey, come here, Stephen. I thought you said you were a shooter." And he said, "I am." He said, "Well, why the hell you keep passing the ball?
Why you not shooting?"
So he says, "Okay, cool." So this is a story straight from Stephen A. Smith's mouth. So Stephen A. says he goes back in the game and he hits 17 threes straight.
Oh, Jesus.
Jason Whitlock said, "You a fucking lie.
Fat phase on lie."
You a fat phase on.
You don't get no capital in debt. What? 17 straight?
17 straight threes in a scrimmage. Like, I don't give a damn if it was a scrimmage. Stephen A. But I wish Bobby was here, because this is exactly what we were talking about when we say black people put seasoning on stories.
We do.
Yeah.
We don't care that he lied. We here for the good story.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad that he told the story. Nobody wants to hear you hit 2 3-pointers in a row and winked at the coach. We want to hear you hit 17 threes in a row.
You better exaggerate like your life depends on it.
Shout out my Uncle Mike. My Uncle Mike is the best storyteller I ever met. I'm going to start just tagging Mike in some of these videos. But like, he's the best storyteller, and he's lied so many times, and I'm okay with it because it's the best damn story you're going to hear. And Stephen A. Smith was just engaging in satire. And Jason Whitlock, fat, flat top, fuck ass, going to hate on Stephen A. Smith on live TV. You could have kept that to yourself, you loser.
He is a hater, for real.
Yeah, he really is.
And Stephen A. Smith got out of pocket. Y'all got to watch the video.
I'll check that out.
Because you know how Stephen A. Smith always like talking trash, but like he used all these big words and he's classy and sophisticated. He might do a little yelling, a little
loud. Yeah, I was about to say that. You know what I'm saying?
Loud. But he ain't like cursing people out. No, this one he cursed the dude out. He's like, "Listen here, you fat bitch." You gotta watch this.